Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
Excuse me, I have to feed the meter. That's my snake's nickname. He's exactly 1 meter long and he eats hamsters. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Thank you to Duncan Links for that catchphrase submission. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another episode. And boy, I cannot wait to get to this episode. Hey, why wait? Why don't I just get into it? My name is Scott Aukerman. I'm your host for yet another. We're inching so close to episode 500. 500 is coming in, seems like just 2 weeks or 10 days or so. This is amazing. We're at the precipice. It's like we're looking over the Grand Canyon, deciding if we're going to jump or not. And yes, we're going to jump. We're going to commit suicide by jumping into the Grand Canyon. How many people commit suicide by jumping into the Grand Canyon every year, I wonder? Does anyone have those statistics? Does one of my guests you, sir? Do you have the
8.2 is a guess.
8.2. Okay,
yeah.
A guess.
Yeah.
So some people may just think about jumping off and chop off their arm instead. Is
Yes.
that yes?
Or a lower ankle.
Very good.
Definitely, you don't hear about it. It's not like you always hear the Golden Gate Bridge. It's like, oh yeah, now a lot of people jump. If people jumping from this Grand Canyon, no, everyone they're keeping it quiet.
Okay, good point, Ming. Thank you so much. You may recognize our guest's voice just from his voice. Ming is back on the show. Hello, Ming. Well, welcome back.
Hello,
good to see you.
You are correct. Hello.
I am correct that you're back. And are you excited about today's show? We have a big star who's never been on the show before.
Oh, I'm very excited about that. Is this $4.99? You said?
$4.98.
You said 500 is so it's
$4.97
close.
somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay, so that's very exciting, and it's very exciting to have a number of show you don't quite remember with a very big guest. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you very much. So you're going to be here backing me up as I speak to our big guest.
Why not?
And then you have a segment you said you wanted to
there's something
debut.
I need to talk about.
Okay.
Something.
We'll get
later.
to that a little bit later if
Not
that's
yet.
okay. Okay, great. Ming, always good to see you. Good to see you don't have you're not
Thank
still
you.
in that contest that you seem to be in all the time.
Yes, I am still embroiled in it, but not at this moment.
Okay.
But it is still wrapped around my life like an unwanted, very heavy
Fanny
blanket.
pack?
Fanny pack, yes.
Great. All right, let's get to our big guest. I've hyped him up enough, I think. I said he was a big star, never been on the show before, but he's a wonderful comedian, YouTube star, singer, musician, so much, just the entertainment industry is wrapped around his fanny pack. He has a new special coming out this week entitled Flulanthropy, which will be debuting on the CISO platform. Please welcome to the show, Flula Borg. Hello.
Hello to you. I would like to just make corrections. All of your descriptions were entirely inaccurate.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm a Homo sapien man. I enjoy snacks, and I have some things I enjoy to do. But I don't know that I'm any of the things you have described. But I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, and hello to you, Ming.
Yes, thank you. Yes, hello.
It's
hello.
good to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always wondered if you two would be friends, and I see a spark here.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We have the potential.
Oh, I like that. Potential energy, like the ball at the top of a roller coaster.
The ball at the top of a roller coaster?
With its potential, because as it moves, it translates to kinetic energy, which is, like
Which
energy.
ball are you talking about? Do you
Yes.
mean...
It can be any ball that has a motion, and as it goes down, it's 1/2 times
Okay.
mv squared, and so we are starting, and so the motion, the mass and the velocity. I feel like we have a nice mass, and we
Yes.
will gain velocity.
I think your
guess,
science
the
is
science,
correct, but
yeah,
do
that's
you
not
have
the
to,
part that
do
we're
you
wondering
have to
about.
break into the amusement park after hours in order to conduct the experiment?
No, we can create a anything with a height differentiation.
Okay.
So if we are having a Busch Gardens key, we can go, or King's Dominion, we may join together and ride the, that's called the Big Bad Bear time.
Oh,
Are you throwing balls around when you're on a roller coaster? What exactly is
I hold it in my hand because it is still traveling, so you don't need to roll it. So the ball,
see.
we are sharing.
Okay, yeah, I guess we didn't establish that you're holding a ball as you're traveling on this roller
this is a
coaster.
podcast, so very difficult to know what is happening.
Right.
So
Yes.
if I hold a football and then the ride goes, I say, I'm throwing you the football.
Yeah.
And then when I get you at the end of the ride, and then I hand it to you and I say, look, I threw it to you, but now I can be a lazy person.
As
do
well.
that.
You can also just be running back and say, I have traveled so many yards with the ball. Who has tackled me?
I guess
Gravity and brakes.
if you were to incorporate a roller coaster into a football game, that would actually be really interesting.
I would very much enjoy this.
that. And
Yeah.
probably some points safer than what is happening now. Probably
That's
some
true.
points not as safe.
I agree with this. Yeah.
Although I don't know,
Depends on if
how
you
many
get in
people?
front
How
of
many
it.
people get blunt force trauma to their neck and collarbone and head and brain and
Right.
while riding a roller coaster? Probably 8.2 or so.
8.2 to 8.3. My stepmother receives it every time, so she just is eating the corn.
Very popular statistic 8.2.
You know it. Yeah.
Flula, let's talk to you. You say you're not a musician; you just enjoy making music. Is that?
I like making beats and sounds that come out of my head and mouth and other places, and then they are recorded, and then other people can hear those and enjoy or hate them very much.
Some people would say that makes you a musician because you're actually making music.
Okay, agree to not agree, but I don't think so. I'm just a person who's making things.
Okay, great. So you're a hobbyist who happens to have an audience.
Yeah, I'm a Flula hobbyist. I'm a flobbyist. I will do all of the things for a fun time.
Right. Exactly. And is this special, which we're going to get to, is that something that you made for fun?
Well, I have some deep passions to help the earth. As a child, I was spending many times on minutes and days and weeks, and also other longer measures of time.
Fortnights.
Oh yeah, fortnights. 8.2 fortnights.
Yes.
Yeah, which is 16 points for weeks, I believe. Is that right? In Husel, I would spend many times being a musician and being very focused on me and making very terrible videos or trying to sneak into movies and televisions.
Right. How would you sneak into a television?
I would. It was as a child. It was a tiny board box, board core box, and you
right.
inside. And who's watching? Oh, it's the Jeffersons and a Caucasian.
Okay, I don't know that you should be imitating the Jeffersons.
I was always a guest.
Okay.
Even in
Okay.
Germany, blackface, terrible idea. So we did learn this very many decades ago.
Right. Yes.
Sorry again for everything.
Exactly. At what point and apology accepted, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's time? Okay.
I, on behalf of the United States of America and nay, perhaps the world, we accept your apology, Germany.
Wow, that's amazing. I will let Angela know.
Yes, please. But at what point did in Germany, and you grew up in Germany?
I did, yeah.
How long were you there, by the way?
As a baby child until a teenage man and then a man, and now I'm living here for a few years.
Right. So until you were a man,
Yeah.
up to a couple of years ago.
So like 8.2 times 2.
Yeah, yes.
About.
Yeah, approximate.
Yes,
Fortnights.
We're
A
rounding.
couple fortnights.
Yeah, you know it.
Okay.
So at what point in Germany did people say, you know what? I mean, we have a pretty shaky history when it comes to human rights. Let's not do the blackface anymore.
Well, we have known as I was a small child, I was given all of the guilt of my parents, who already felt very terrible. They were not there for these bad things.
Right.
But it's-
What were they doing? I mean, were they alive during these times?
They were
or?
probably inside of the testicles of my grandfather,
Right.
And so they were not out. They had not exited my grandmother's vagina.
So both your mother and your father were in your
Exited a
grandfather's testicles?
well, in different grandfathers.
Oh,
And
I see.
then
Okay,
they entered
got
a
it.
vagina, and there's two different vaginas. So
Right.
Vaginae.
Sorry,
They entered vaginae.
like
That's
Two
not,
different
Ming, that's not the
vaginae.
pluralization of vagina.
It doesn't have to be
And it sounds very dirty, by the way. Vagina.
vaginae.
vaginae. That's like two vagina.
It's
is a
possible.
Possible.
And it
Or-
also sounds like it's going to sleep.
And also, why are you pluralizing vaginas anyway?
Yeah.
It makes it like there's no reason to pluralize vaginas unless you're talking about an orgy, right?
Wait, if you're going to pluralize anything, why not pluralize something nice like a vagina?
Okay. That is a very great argument.
Great.
Yeah. Welcome to the Supreme Court.
Thank you. Everyone is always pluralizing, a group of cows or geese, and I don't care about them.
Right.
And I do
But
care
you
about
do care about vaginas? How much do you
vaginas,
care about vaginas?
It's built in that a lot of people do.
Yeah, okay. You were going to say everybody.
I was going to say
I
everyone.
smelled a pivot right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was a self-correction based on evidence through time.
Like the stock market. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
So, Flula, and what were your parents doing? They were not alive during World War II, but you grew up with the guilt of them, of it was passed on from their father and mother, probably. You just have the weight of an entire country.
Yeah. We have many guilts. It's like here, maybe you guys receive a sweater or perhaps a watch pocket, but we receive just the guilts of doing the worst things in the history of the modern world.
Right.
And so we are always carrying this on our back. It is why I have scoliosis, probably.
Whoa.
It's weird that eclipsed just the horrible things, that have happened throughout time.
Well, yeah, but no, we had like television and we couldn't film things. And so I'm sure Attila the Hun was, not a Hun, he was not a honey.
Right.
He was a dirty boy / girl. And so, but there were no smartphones.
Whatever he identified as.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know, yeah.
Perhaps he is gender fluid.
Right, exactly. But the ability to film it now makes Germany the just flashpoint for the worst things that have ever happened in the world now because we actually see them.
Also, yes, and also all Steven Spielberg movies remind you. I will say they are my most favorite movies in the world, but we are a very great bad guy. And it's true. So
every single Steven Spielberg movie has a little nod to the Holocaust. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will tell you my top 5 movies. One is, of course, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Mm-hmm. And I must tell, I did make a clapping when the waxy faces of the Nazis did melt.
Really? So even though they were your countrymen.
Yeah, but it's like Lakers Celtics, right?
Right. Exactly. And also Indiana Jones is our POV character.
Yes.
We're seeing the movie through his eyes,
Yeah.
I'm sure that...
Scott, I am sure that when you watch a Civil War show, you're very happy when...
Which Civil War show is this?
All the shows or movies about the Civil War.
All these very popular shows about the Civil War.
Like Glory.
Sure, yes.
If the guy from the South loses, you're like, okay, yay, right? So
right.
If we just put we're half bad, and then Germany's like, at this time we were all pretty terrible.
Yeah, or clearly so stupid.
I guess that's how you get through it, to say that, right?
I have to say something to wake up in the morning and drink milk.
Right.
So,
do you ever go to Austria?
Yeah, it is very close.
Seems like that's even worse. Like everything bad happened there.
The D-bag of the century was born there. Number one.
Which D-bag which one are we talking about? We're talking about my main man.
Your main man. Yeah.
Adolf H.
Yeah, H.
Your main man. Yes.
Ouch.
Wait.
Whoa, too
that's
soon.
what you said.
Hey, I have a German background myself.
Well, this is not helping your case. That your German background and this is your main man.
Main man is, I would say, don't say.
I meant Mein Kampf man.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
okay, that's
yeah, he's the
accurate.
guy who wrote Mein Kampf. That's
fair.
what I was trying to say.
Very accurate. Mm-hmm. But I will rewind it. So we have these deep guilts in our bodies, and I have this. And of course, I am a narcissism man,
Sure.
Doing many things of narcissism and thinking, holy smoke, as a child, I made a reminder to me that was like, hey, when you are an adult, you should be solving problems in the world. You should be the world's greatest philanthropist. Very difficult.
That's very difficult for someone of your background to say.
Very hard to say.
Yeah.
It is, as you are saying, it's like the vagina of science words or philosophic words or deep science words. Yeah. So I've decided to drop all of my narcissism pursuits to try to solve some problems in the world with Flulanthropy, which is 2 words no one knows, my name, number 1, and the word philanthropy, number 2.
But philanthropic is fun to say, but philanthropy is difficult to say.
It's right. So I'm a Flulanthropist trying to be Flulanthropic.
Yeah, even worse with
Very bad.
Yeah.
Now,
you obviously have been doing what you've been doing. You've appeared on the Conan show several times. In fact, I believe you're on this week. And you have been just totally focused on your art And at this point, you're saying, let's put that aside and let's do good to the world.
Yeah, so I'm not good with like science or like solving problems or like doing things that anyone cares about that are important.
Except traveling on a roller coaster with the ball. That's very exciting.
You got an A+ from us.
Thank you, Ming.
I love it. It's
I look
very
forward
exciting.
to joining you on the Six Flags tour.
All right.
Yeah, let us cut those flags down and fold them. Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know. They want you to do that.
Okay, I have not visited. I didn't. Okay.
Wait, what was your plan to cut your
Cut
slacks
the
down?
flag down, the Six Flags, cut them all down and fold them.
Fold them.
No,
I don't
no.
know. It's not like the whole park is is a challenge. Like who can get there to do this? I don't know that's
It's not
it.
like a capture the flag
not capture the
situation.
flag,
No.
Oh.
It's basically a place with like log flumes and roller coasters.
I thought it was flag themed, like flag football, capture the
Like,
flag,
get it.
flag burning, things like that.
Try to get it, try to burn it,
Yeah.
whatever.
I
you
wonder.
can do to
I wonder
it.
if people would be upset if you burned the Six Flags flags,
Right.
Like they would be with the American flag. In our country, if you burn the flag, that's not a good thing. That's actually illegal, I believe, to do.
What if you are very cold and there are no woods in your region, but you have like a large room of American flags?
Well, I mean, that's an ethical question. That I think people have debated throughout the centuries of if there's only flags to burn, can you burn them?
I think it's legal to burn a flag, but it's not. People don't like it, but I don't think it's illegal.
I don't know. I
But
think
I could be wrong.
I think you should try it out and see what happens to you.
I will take baby steps. I will start with the Six Flags
Oh, nice.
to see what happens.
yeah,
very
just
good,
see if there's any kind of outrage.
Yes, which is very ironic that Six Flags burning is less important than the one special flag.
That's right. I mean, but they have 6 of them, so if you were to burn one,
Just
there's 5
burn
left.
it.
Still
It's
5.
fine.
Still a starting 5. They could play basketball if they liked.
Come to life.
You know it.
Flags.
So, what are the kind of things you do in the special to help out the world? What are you tackling?
So in this special, I have decided to select one problem, and I did go to the streets to receive what are some problems I can solve things. And many people were saying, climate change, the Earth, the environment. We're needing some help with this.
Things seem to be getting hotter and hotter. It may be because we're in the middle of summer right now, but I noticed around May or so, things started getting pretty hot.
Well, yes. Well, and what happened in May?
Well, it's just I don't know exactly, but I do know Scott.
It was raining the month before, and
Yes.
suddenly, like around May into June, it started getting very, very hot every single day.
It was crazy.
That is weird. Like I have not experienced that before. Like in the summertime, to receive heat is a big, big problem.
Right. What happens in Germany? What are the summers like there?
They are the same as the winters. You don't know what is happening. It's all very confusing.
Just bleak.
Yeah, imagine like you are a mouse, but you have a sack on your head, and they give you a sweater, but also a bikini.
That's almost like a reverse Ratatouille, because he had a mouse with in a hat. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to work out the math of that, but I'm not a scientist either.
Well, yeah, no. Well, that was. I have not seen the German Ratatouille, but it is probably more as I have described it and less as it was received here.
Do you watch American movies or do you watch German movies or both?
I grew up to watch only American movies because they are so great. Yes, I know. Wow.
I'm trying to even think of a German movie. I can't even think of one.
The Lives of Others you have probably seen, oder Der Untergang.
How about Das Boot?
Das
Probably.
Boot also, yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
a nice one. All of them are about the soldiers or the wars or anything like that.
Right.
Oh, Der Untergang is, you have seen the scene where it is Hitler losing his marblings.
Oh, yes,
in the
on
room.
YouTube a lot where
yes.
people, yes.
But the Skittles are better, or the Broncos should have passed to Oral Herscheiser, or whatever the subtitles are.
Yes.
That was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
They should have passed to Oral Herscheiser.
He was open.
He
I'm
was.
pretty certain.
Yeah.
He was.
Just get on that roller coaster and just take it on over to him.
Toss it, Oral,
You know?
Yeah.
So you are tackling climate change in this special.
Yeah, we're trying to solve it, and so I don't want to say too many things.
Sure.
But as I'm not a scientist, I don't know how to solve these problems, so I try to solve them in ways that I know, which is to tell people, hey guys, oopsie daisy may be a problem, you should know about it. So like I am exploring like cheerleading to teach people about climate change.
Okay.
Or, trying to make maybe injections, some sexy, make it sexy, things like that.
Make climate change sexy so people will get so turned on.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they will want to tackle this issue.
Because there's so many important things, nobody's motivated to care about those. But like if you are in your automobile and someone has pooted on a seat next to you.
Pooted?
Pooted, like so.
I believe he means a fart, Ming.
Well,
I don't
no,
know
I-
if you know. Do you know that word?
Well, I
I
meant
know fart,
know-
but I wanted to be clear that it wasn't a more serious
It is.
accident than a fart.
I was.
Oh, okay. Is it a
Actually,
drizzle?
Yeah, in my life, a toot is what you are saying. A toot, like tooted and pooted. You know the song.
Okay.
Oh, is that a song in German? I haven't heard that one.
No, it's we received it from you guys.
Oh, okay.
I want a tooted and pooted, a tooted and pooted.
Okay, I guess I don't know that one.
I don't know
That's not
either.
my genre, like fart-related songs.
I didn't realize it was a genre as well. Very exciting though.
Isn't it ironic that scat is a genre of music, but it does not have to do with what we are talking about?
It's terrible in real life,
Right.
and also kind of terrible in music in a way. I don't know.
It is.
But for an actor, Scatman Crothers, he was great.
He was.
Who's this?
Oh, he was in The Shining.
Who was he in The Shining?
He was the
woman?
caretaker. No, that's Shelley Duvall. Very common mistake.
Okay.
Because when you look at Shelley Duvall, she's got that long, thin alien body. She
Yeah.
looks
Yes.
like a scat man
Could
in a
be
way.
it. Beep, bop, bop, bada, bop. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Were you doing the Star Wars
No, that was
Cantina
Scatman.
theme? Oh, that
Yes.
was Scatman.
Oh, you're thinking about with the weird aliens playing those shitty saxophones.
She looks a lot like the Cantina band. Shelley Duvall
She
does.
does.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's a very
yes.
common mistake.
I feel it.
I never thought of this, but add hair, yes.
Yeah, she looks like those Close Encounters aliens in the special edition when they actually go up in there.
Oh, wow. Oh, they do not. I've not seen them. So this isn't the special edition?
Well, in the original edition, Richard Dreyfuss, spoiler alert, I guess, for a 40-year-old movie, but he goes up in the spaceship and you don't know what happens.
Yeah.
But Steven Spielberg actually filmed all these aliens and apparently some Nazis probably too,
Probably.
just hiding in the corners.
Safe to say.
Did
You know,
he
it's like-
actually film the aliens or film the actual aliens?
He filmed actual aliens.
Okay.
And the USA was its second stop. They originally went to Germany, picked up some Nazi soldiers.
I just feel like this is a very popular movie, but if he would have put the actual aliens in there, it would be even more popular. If
Well,
he would not
he
just
did
cut
actually,
them
but
out.
no one believed it. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's amazing in special effects,"
okay.
but no. Yeah, he's
maybe-
not that good at special effects.
But when you have access to real live aliens,
Then you
maybe
should.
don't spend so much time on mashed potatoes.
I
you know?
agree.
That's true.
Right? It's
Yeah,
a
it's like
great scene, but-
Start at the end.
Right.
Yes, less starch, more aliens.
More less stuff, more aliens.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are on the same wavelength. I really enjoy it.
Very excellent.
I feel it as well.
So, Flulanthropy, it's a one-time special debuting on CISO. Perhaps something else is going to spring forth from it. Would you like to do more of these experiments?
I would love that. There are so many problems, and so
What are the biggest problems in the world, if you had to list them?
sadness. I think.
I think that relates to other problems.
Yeah.
But
In some locations, not enough techno. In some other locations, too much techno. I think.
true. You got to get the right balance.
Yeah, it is like when you release a gas into a room, it immediately does dissipate naturally into
Okay.
it. So the concentrations are even throughout.
Mm-hmm.
This does not happen with techno, and I would like to solve this.
Hey, why were we talking about someone shitting on your car seat?
Yeah. So, right. Sorry to return to the pooting.
That just came to me in a flash. We never followed up on that.
Yeah. So sorry, Ming. So you are correct. Poot is
Poots.
when physical things leave your
Okay.
anus.
But it's not as big as a scat man.
Yeah, like a medium. Like this is what you call it in Starbucks, like a grande. This is like
Okay.
a grande poot, but
It's not a venti yet.
not a venti. No. So when you are, let's say you go into your automobile and there is a poot on the seat.
Like a
Someone
like
left
a
it there.
shart, like a shart.
yeah, what's this?
A shart is
Like a
like,
short
a fart
attack.
where you let out a little bit, right?
Or did like a homeless person break into your car and leave it there?
It
or
could
is
be
this
a hobo. It could be a cousin. It could be you as you are on the phone and you are like speaking with insurance and have forgotten that you
Right.
did poot it.
Okay.
Okay.
But the issue is when this occurs, what will you do if you return to your car and there it is?
I mean, if I have to get somewhere immediately, I probably sit there and take it for the half-hour drive or so, and then
Just take it.
think I'll clean it up later.
But will you clean it up in some eventual time, or will it just sit and you wait for the detritus and the organics to eat it?
So, meaning, will it just dissipate and fade into the car seat eventually?
Will you let this occur? This will happen, of course, but will you let the poot just
Much like when your pet poots on your lawn,
Yeah.
a lot of times you just leave it to die. It turns white and it just
Of course.
goes back into the earth.
And with a yacht or a lawn, you are not sitting on the lawn and driving to work on your lawn, right? Or like
Right.
Not usually.
right. I mean, sometimes.
Unless you are a gardener and you're, sitting on a lawnmower and
Yes.
you're...
Yeah, or step in with magic carpet ride, but the carpet is lawn and your poo-poo is on the lawn.
That's true. So if you were a member of Steppenwolf,
Yeah.
it may not apply to you.
It may not.
Okay.
But in most casings, I not all, of course, Ming, we know, in Scott, yeah. So if there is some doo-doo in your car, you will want to maybe clean it soonerish.
Soonerish, because the
the goal.
vinyl, it probably will not get in, and then it'll commingle.
We hope it's final. We hope.
Yeah. knock
Well, it
on
may
wood.
be Corinthian leather, or
Well, you could have a fabric seat. Everyone's not rich like you.
Ouch.
So maybe you have.
You think having a vinyl seat is a sign of richness?
It is a step up.
The lowest one is usually this terrible fabric that is very hard.
What
to
do you have in
clean.
your car? What are you driving these days, Ming?
Me, I drive. It's very important that you don't pry into my personal life. You
No,
try-
I'm not trying to clown you or anything.
I
Okay.
think that the more information you try to pull out of me, the more I feel like you're trying to.
Do you just want to keep it
clown
professional?
me.
Is that what?
I want to keep this professional.
I'm
I don't want
sorry.
you in my business.
Ming, maybe just whisper it. Like right now, what is it? What do you drive?
To you or to Scott? Because if
whisper
I
to
whisper
me.
to him, he's still telling him.
Also, yeah,
But if
just
I whisper to you,
whisper
that's
to me.
fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and whisper. I'll just.
It's a very, very old Jeep.
Nice. What?
It's a very old,
Very old Jeep.
Jeep.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, and it's not the kind of Jeep like
quiet.
army,
You should
like
quiet
fun.
it.
It's like technically a Jeep, but it's just a car.
It's just a car.
You just call it Jeep.
You call it Jeep because it's fun.
Well, no, I don't know. It's even fun. It's just what it's called. The kind you see in MASH is fun,
Oh, I like that. So, yeah, very much.
but it's
Alan
not a
Alda.
MASH type.
Have you seen the pancake that looks like Alan Alda's face?
The is one. That is that.
There are more than one.
No, I not even know there's one. So
yeah.
there's that.
You should Google it.
I will Google it. Alan Alda is great, so his pancake is probably also great.
It must be delicious.
Oh, you're gonna eat it?
would
I
say-
think
I
you
would
want to
eat.
save that. Okay.
Hey guys,
sorry.
can I listen
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, yeah,
Or-
please.
I've taken off my headphones.
Thank you, Scott.
come back
Welcome
to the party.
Okay, you guys probably were not talking about anything that interesting, right?
No, not at all.
I don't know.
Just
I mean,
boring stuff that anyone else is probably talking about right now.
Right. So Flulanthropy debuts this week, Thursday, and streaming forevermore
Yeah.
until the end of time.
Till all the times have decided.
It's not just
Screw it.
showing once and then disappear.
Well, it is. You can click and make a play as many times as you like.
At that time, but if you don't make the decision, you cannot ever see it again.
Oh no, it is not like a mousy trap or like a bear trap. Like you can step in it many times, and the clamps will still secure around your calf and crush your leg, metaphorically.
Wow. So you
You're explaining the concept of streaming to him using the idea of mouse traps and bear traps. I like it. Well, this is Ming. This is the kind of thing you can understand because
I
you
do,
you
I get
encounter bear traps and mouse traps often in your life.
constantly. It's
Really?
It's very you don't know this, like you say, climate change, which you're gonna solve pretty soon.
I hope so.
It's caused all the bears and mouse to come out into our homes.
Yeah, their caves are getting too hot, so they come
Yes.
above. They can't hibernate anymore.
No,
That's a big problem with climate change. Is usually bears are hibernating for months at a time, and people would always know during those winter months, like
Right.
at least I'm safe from bears.
Yeah, they're snoozing.
But if you saw that Leo DiCaprio movie where he gets eaten by the bear, that was in the middle of winter. And
This is probably more important, spoiler alert, than your last one.
what, that he gets eaten by a bear?
Because
he
the
dies
last
10
one you
minutes
did
into it?
spoiler alert for Close Encounters, and now for a very recent movie, you're like, I'm going to tell you everything, and I don't care. You got to get your spoiler alerts in order.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were so concerned with spoiler alerts, Ming.
Jeez.
Is this podcast about spoiler alerts? Can we
now
do
it
some?
is.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, do some. What spoiler alerts do you have?
Oh, I like it in House of Cards, where Kevin Spaceman, like, he starts to wear a different. In season 5, he's wearing no more blue suits.
Oh, what does he wear? Does he wear like?
Oh, I won't tell you.
Does he wear those shirts that flick the sweat off? Or
It's sweat resistant. I cannot tell, but different color. It's a different color.
totally different color.
He
This is
changed
okay.
it up.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
In terms of the bear hibernation, instead of fixing global warming, why don't we just invent a bear ambient and then they'll be fine.
Like an Ambien that you just feed to a bear
Yeah,
that
then
puts
they
it
can
to sleep?
sleep. If they can't sleep, just fix the sleep, leave it hot. But fix
So
the
they
sleep.
just get sweet, sleepy sweats, so they are perspiring as they
Yes,
snooze.
they'll wake up and they'll be like, wow, it's very hot, but at least I slept.
Yeah, I think it would be difficult to feed the bear the Ambien, I think.
Yeah, but you know, you can put it in some bologna or whatever.
Have you seen Winnie the Pooh?
Vanita Pooh? I don't know what Vanita Pooh is.
Winnie
No.
the Pooh? Or who's the Pooh?
Oh, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, yes,
yeah, it
yes,
was
yes.
I saw this.
Christopher Robin.
Something, and you would just make give a honey jug.
Make
That's true. Put Ambien in a honey jug.
Make an Ambien that it tastes like honey and it has a consistency of honey. It's possible.
These are not bad ideas.
I like this.
This is probably a great way to solve global warming.
In fact, you feed that to the people and the bears, and then no one's going to care about anything.
This is great.
Also, you could have it maybe be more like heroin.
Yes.
And everyone could take it. And then, no one will give a shit about anything. That would be great.
That's true.
It sounds very wonderful.
What a utopia.
Heroin is going to fix global warming.
It will solve all the problems.
Very good, very good. So, Flula, this is premiering this week. A very exciting time for you.
Yeah, a terrible time on Earth in the moment, but for me personally, a very wonderful time.
All that matters.
Yeah, all those.
Great. Well, we need to take a break.
Please.
When we come back, Ming, you wanted to get to your segment. You haven't told me what this is about.
I want to talk about some. When I was in the 80s, I grew up and played video games. I had some thoughts I've been trying to get off my chest for a while. I've been
Some
waiting.
thoughts about 80s video games.
Yes, I've been waiting to talk about it. And
Okay,
now
very good.
Today's the time.
All right, great. So let's take a break. When we come back, Flula, you're still going to be here. And Ming, we're going to talk about video games.
So I will be here to talk.
So you are not leaving?
Yeah,
So you say he's going to be here, and then you say he's going to talk. So
Well,
obviously I'm going to be
I've
here.
already said that you're coming back after the break to talk about this thing. I just wanted to make sure that people knew Flula was coming back after the break as well.
But
Well-
Ming is staying as well, or no?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay,
Ming,
sorry.
I'm not trying to clown you.
I feel like you're trying to not only clown me, but a little bit, rub it in my face.
Rub it what in your face? That you have to stay here during the commercial?
It
Yes,
it
like
seems
you
like you've
have a
tooted and
hold,
pooted a little
like you have a
bit.
hold on me. Like I'm. Not only are you going to talk, you're going to talk when I say later.
Well, yeah, we need to. You know what commercials are, right? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know. Can you explain
Fine.
commercials using bear traps and mouse traps?
Yeah, so let us say you are staring at two bears that are in the forest,
Okay.
and in the middle there is a tiny candy.
Okay.
And you're like, I want to kiss this bear, but I cannot because look at this delicious candy. I must eat the candy first, and then I may French kiss the grizzly. So
Okay.
the candy.
So do you get it?
I'm gonna start with the flag first at Six Flags
Okay.
because this is less dangerous.
Okay, great. Let's do
But
this.
then I will do this.
Let's get that candy in between the bears. We are going to be right back with more Ming, more Flula after this. Guess who's back? Seriously, guess who's back? Could be anyone in the world. Well, I'm very excited about this. The cult classic TV comedy Dr. Katz is back with the original cast now as a free premium podcast at audible.com/Dr. Katz. That's right, Dr. Katz, the audio files. And that is, by the way, audio F-I-L-E-S. It's not like they're audio files. Please, audio files and audio aficionados, don't tune into this expecting to hear a lot of talk about specific mics. This is a comedy show. Join 15 of comedy's biggest stars as they bare their souls on the couch with Hollywood's favorite shrink, Jonathan Katz, for 15 minutes. Eavesdrop on top comics like Sarah Silverman, Ted Danson, Ray Romano, Deborah, Weird Al Yankovic, Christian Shaw, Maria Bamford, Paul F. Tompkins. There's this guy, John Hamm, and someone else on this thing named Moore. I don't know who that is. This is really fun. I don't know if you've ever seen Jonathan Katz, but he had a classic show on Comedy Central. I just did his show up in San Francisco. I did a live show up in San Francisco. It was so fun. Such an honor to improvise with him. This is a great show. Comedians finally get the therapy they need, and you get free antidepressants in your ears. Listen to Dr. Katz, the audio files, available exclusively now at audible.com/Dr. Katz. That is audible.com/DrKatz. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Flula Borg, Flulanthropy comes out this week on CISO. Very funny special, but maybe funny is a wrong characterization of it. Meaningful.
Oh yeah, deep and philosophic and touching inside your heart brain. And
So
just-
it is actually special. It's called a special, and it's special.
it's a double entender, yeah. So
Yeah, a lot of comedians, they should put out ordinaries.
Yes.
You know, but you put out a special.
I did. It's a special, special E for you. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And speaking of special,
Yes.
Ming, you have, we talked about it a little bit before the break.
Yes.
You have a segment you want to get to talking about
yes.
80s video games.
Yeah, I grew up, I play these video games, and some of them I have questions, I have thoughts, is burning.
Okay,
Burning.
I mean, some of us were alive during the 80s. Flula, I believe you were probably alive during the 80s, perhaps.
I was alive and also kicking and also very excited about what you are about to say, Ming. Please spill it your juices.
Interesting. Okay, so first of all, everybody had a different game console. I usually play Commodore 64 or Atari. It's for the middle class to lower middle class, a little bit poor kids.
Some people had it in television, I remember.
That's the very poor kids have
Okay,
that one.
yes.
Yes, that's the poverty kids. And then
what was the top of the tippy top?
Oh, that was Commodore 64.
Oh, okay.
That's an actual computer that also has games, and they trick you to think like, you Commodore 64, if you just write the right code, you could launch a nuclear missile or something. And the rich kids get their parents to buy it, and really they only play video games on it. But
I
it's
remember we
whole
had a
computer.
personal computer back then, and it didn't seem to have any sort of use other than as an
Yes.
adding machine
Yes.
and for video games.
But you could learn to write DOS if you want to.
Sure.
Which I don't even know what that does, but you could do that.
What that DOS?
What does that DOS? That's a very good. I like Excellent.
You don't have to grade every single thing that I say.
So I don't have to, and you don't have to tell me not to grade.
Okay, so
what
I apologize.
I don't want to.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
you
just get
it?
to your segment.
Okay. So
So we've covered the platforms on which people
Yes.
play video games at this point.
some of them that I would play would be Frogger. That's popular, right? But I don't understand because frogs, obviously, they want to take an animal that hops because we can figure out how to make it look like it's hopping. But who is famous for crossing the road? Not a frog, the chicken, right?
That's
Why
a good
didn't they
point.
not make it a chicken or chicker? Okay.
A chicker.
Chicker.
Chigger? Is that what?
Chicker, like
Chicker.
a frogger, chicker. Like, why didn't they? At least they could make it so there's a chicken at the beginning cross the road, and this is the inspiration for the frog to cross the road.
So you're saying
involve the chicken somehow.
You're saying they have a cutscene where the chicken, or no, where Frogger watches a chicken crossing the road.
Yes, and then he goes,
And he goes, "Oh, that
that's
gives
a
me
great
an idea."
I want to find out why he did that. Then if you win the game, they tell you why.
But to bring back your analogy, I feel
Yes.
like that's too much mashed potatoes. Like let's just start with the frog crossing the road.
You know what? First of all, you don't have to smash my idea with like a hammer, okay?
Okay,
Like it's like I'm a very delicate glass figurine, and you just take a hammer and you smash me.
I
okay?
apologize. You're right. You're right. That's
it's
that shouldn't be
terrible.
my role on the show. I should just be
Terrible.
listening to your ideas and
I am
going,
the-
"Oh, that's interesting."
Yes, I'm the North in the Civil War. You're the South.
Oh,
I apologize. I'm the Adolf Hitler
Yes.
of this situation.
you said it. You said it.
It's true. Okay.
I have a question for
Yes,
you, Ming.
talk to me, yes.
So, have you played Frogger to the end of the game?
Oh no, I was not very good at. I never got to end of anything.
Also, okay. So perhaps we don't know. Then, in the end,
Yes.
was there like a team of poultry to give the frog some high five, some high claws, like good job?
Team. So if that is the case, it would make me very happy.
Well, are you willing to retract this if that is the case?
I am, but
Oh, nice.
at the same time, I will retract it, but I will not give you no credit, Scott, because you don't deserve it. Wow.
Okay, you're right. Okay, but I am going to apologize to you.
Flula gets the credit.
Okay, I'm going to apologize to you for my previous actions. If you
you.
accept my apology, then I'm starting at 0.
I accept, but I'm very skeptical that you are setting me up for an additional.
I'm not at all.
attack.
Please don't be like one of those people who says, I will forgive but never forget, because that's not really forgiveness.
I agree. That is not forgiveness.
If you're going to forgive, you should forget.
Yeah.
Like, you should literally, like a neuralizer in Men in Black, you should just totally not even remember that the person did you wrong.
It's true. But you know what America never did to Germany? Truly forgive. Because otherwise we'd be like, what? Hitler who?
Hitler who?
Hitler who?
Yeah.
It would be more like Adolf who, I think.
Adolf who? Or hit who?
Yeah.
Right.
Or Hootler.
Hootler.
Right?
Yeah. But I think that we have just found out that America is not truly forgiven.
And plus, we keep making movies about the guy. You know what I mean? It's like if we really forgave everyone, it would be like, let's make a movie about, Nazis who were cool guys.
Well, there's a very small group.
Really?
Yeah.
What percentage do you think, Flula?
Negative 0.1. Like a very small.
Right. Or negative 8.2.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ming.
I think there's almost as many movies about Hitler as Steve Jobs at this point.
Yeah,
that's true.
There's so many Steve Jobs movies.
There's probably as many movies about Hitler as there are movies about a meteor hitting the Earth.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Another.
Or Prefontaine.
Why so many Prefontaine films?
I don't know. I had never even heard of the guy.
many.
And now every single month it seems like there's a new Prefontaine movie.
Give Bruce Jenner one.
I know,
Jeez,
seriously.
Come on.
It's like, let's live in a post-Fontaine society. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like that.
I can get on board with that.
Toot toot.
Right? Can I tell you about another video game?
You don't even have to ask, just go for it.
Okay, there was one, you're a spy driving a car. I think it was called Spy Hunter. And your whole...
If you're a spy, why are
Yes.
you hunting for spies?
I agree. At the same time, you are being hunted in this game.
So the title of the
spies are
game-
after you should be Spy Hunted, but
Spy
it's
Hunted.
Spy Hunter, which probably because it sounds terrible. Yes.
Are you certain it was not just a blurry on the game console label? Because R&D, very close on the keyboard and perhaps some...
They did have very blurry 80s graphics, so
Absolute.
it's a possibility.
That's why the research and development in so many companies, people are very confused when they hear that.
R&D, D&D.
Exactly. People arrive thinking they're going to play D&D, and they're like, oh, I have to research and develop something? It's very terrible.
We are the die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and in this game, whatever it's called, you are running away from the other spies, and they're in cars, and you often will hit oil slick or smoke screen to get rid of the cars.
Yeah.
Okay? But something that always bothered me as a child was that when you hit smoke screen, it gets rid of the cars 100% of the time. But really, if I just put out smoke, it's not going to every time be effective.
Right,
Because
yeah. Otherwise,
if you
everyone would
just-
have smoke installed on their cars.
If you think about it, I'm driving behind you, you push smoke, it might make me crash. But if I'm not stupid and I just say, well, I'm going to go straight.
And I'm going to slow down a little bit
Slow
just
down,
in case.
just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I'm
Put on my
I'm not
headlights.
gonna panic and swerve like an old person. As soon as I panic, I just jerk the wheel. Then I'm gonna occasionally get out of this situation unharmed. So I think maybe the smoke screen should work 2 out of 4 times maximum.
Right, 50% of the time.
Do we know who is driving these chasing cars? Is it perhaps only seniors?
Good point.
It's possible.
Maybe we need a scene much like the frog watching the chicken at the beginning, where these spy agencies recruit old people.
Yeah.
I think
because they're
it's-
disposable, I guess, to society. And
I mean, yeah. I can't
do
say
think
that.
that more education.
are there things a German
yes.
person cannot say,
Yeah.
by the way?
What?
Anything rude
What is
about
that?
other humans in any way.
Anything about human life?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we are the vanilla of the world,
You have a
just-
higher standard for like shit talking.
We cannot talk any of the
can't.
shits. We have to just smile and laugh. We may win a World Cup every 25 years. We are allowed to get very close and then lose, and then everyone is happy.
Seems like it would be every 24 years.
It is 24, but we have rounded because, of course, we tried to make it.
When I watched the World Cup, it looked like the Germans are like robots who cannot be stopped, but they break down right at the end.
It's because there's a switch.
Yes.
Joachim Löw, our coach, he knows if we are too close to winning and it is not yet
People
24
are not.
years.
People are not going to like it.
You shut us down. You shut us
it
down.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
people
cannot-
don't want Germans to be, too on in anything
Yeah.
because it could happen again.
Yes, we are efficiently consistency.
It's it's good. It's good that you know, when to fail.
Yeah.
Germans.
Yeah, we know
know
it.
when to fail.
Yeah.
That should be the tagline of your country.
Should be.
Yes, thank you. I will
should
send
be.
that to Frau Merkel.
Do you have another video game you
Well,
want to
there
talk
are
about?
others that made me mad. I did not play. There was one actually called Basic Math that made me very angry because it was just basic math. There's no real game.
Yeah, that
And
doesn't
that's just
sound
trying
fun.
to trick children. I don't like to be tricked.
Yeah, you don't like to be clowned.
Hate
We've
being
established
clowned
this.
by people.
I'm feeling that.
I don't want that. There was a crazy. Do you ever see the Popeye video game?
No, I did not. Speaking of Shelley Duvall.
It was very odd. It was a Popeye running around what looked like an apartment building. It felt like a domestic violence situation.
Oh, no.
Because Bluto is doing things to the girl Olive, and then Popeye tried to save her. So it just felt like he's inserting himself into domestic violence or
Right.
something.
Yeah, that should be something that the parties sort out for themselves.
Yes, you're correct. Domestic violence should be left to
Left to the people involved.
the parties
Let them
involved.
deal with it.
Like, look the other way. This kind of put on your earmuffs.
Yeah, but look the other way, but keep listening to be responsible.
At what
But
point
don't
do you
ever look
decide to
back.
intercede?
You know,
At what point should one be a Popeye in this situation?
well, once again, I think we need something in the video game to be added to tell us this.
Does-
Like, just add in a little bit at the beginning. This is domestic violence. This
It's
is
been
when
going
to
on
get
for
involved.
for a period of time, up
Yes.
to 9 months or so. At this point, Popeye decides enough is enough. I should intercede.
Yes, and so you should have to wait real time, turn on the game and wait 9
Wait the
months
9
to get
months.
involved. So 9 months is just testing your patience.
Where you're
Wow.
feeling like Popeye
Yes.
of like this at this point, I have to say something.
I must, but it's very good for kids to learn patience. So this would be a great thing.
It's a great thing for them to learn basic math as well.
Except,
What if we got Popeye involved in the basic math?
Oh, I like this.
well, but you have to get him involved in a way that is not make me so mad.
What if people had to pass the basic math game
Okay.
before playing some of these more fun ones?
Well, now if this is just a level to get to play something fun, that's fine. But this is not the way life works. Like when you watch cartoons as a kid, when the religious cartoon comes on, the terrible ones, it's never like
Davy and Goliath or
yes,
something?
oh, terrible, yes. It's never like now a superhero shows up. You always want a superhero to show up, but they never do. It's just a very boring moral dilemma. People have sandals. There's bread. Religious.
Yeah.
quandary.
You think like after
Slow.
sitting through 25 minutes of that, the last 5 minutes, Aquaman would show up.
At least the worst superhero Aquaman would show up.
Yeah.
Right? The water guy.
Even Aquaman is preferable to these religious cartoons.
Oh my goodness. If I
these are
would
real?
kill for Aquaman compared to religious cartoons, yes, they were terrible. There was a certain point in the morning when we had less choices in the 80s.
I remember the choo-choo, it's an express. Toot toot. And then
Thomas the Tank Engine?
USA was having a train. It's like USA
There were
Express.
I hope there was no German cartoons with a train.
You may have been watching Starlight Express, which is an Andrew Lloyd
yes.
Webber musical.
Very good. Have you seen it with the rollers? Everyone's around and screaming.
And sometimes they're carrying a football and they're like, I'm passing this.
Yeah, to you.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But they roll their feet were doing the rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say one thing
Yes.
that I saw when I was looking up on the internet which was my 80s video games to remember.
So
There was-
you had to
I
look
looked
these
it
up on the internet?
No,
This
no.
wasn't even something that you were... Okay.
No, I remember, but then I look up which ones, the ones I don't remember.
Also.
All right.
Because I know I wanted to talk about...
You've just described why people look things up on the internet or in encyclopedias or anything.
Okay, you just asked me to explain why people look things up on the
I'm
internet.
not clowning you. Please.
You have clowned yourself, sir.
Wow.
Okay? You have clowned yourself.
All right.
When you look in the mirror, you're only going to see face paint from now on. Okay?
Blackface? No.
No. I think
So
he's
Face paint.
thinking
Sorry.
insane clown posse
Face paint
situation.
of every color except...
At what point does insane clown posse face paint become as offensive as blackface? Now?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think
Around
now,
now.
if we
Yeah.
achieved it,
This moment.
post Fontaine society.
It has just happened.
Do you have? You said you were looking up
I
something.
looked it up and I found out there was an 80s video game that there were some for adults that I did not know this because I was not an adult. There was one called Custer's Revenge. Have you heard of this?
Oh,
it's
what-
real and it's terrifying and it's such a terrible idea. This is very real.
Taking place in a bakery or
No. This is
Custer, I believe, not
is
custard.
American history.
Oh.
Custer is guy who he killed all the Indians. And that's what they called him back then, but now he killed all the Native Americans.
So.
Okay, in the video game, Custer is a man who has a boner. This is real. And
You mean like an erection with a penis?
that kind.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the screen is a Native American woman.
Okay.
She's standing there. And then his whole job is to try to get over to her, and there's arrows flying at him, right?
At his boner?
At him and his boner.
Does an arrow ever go right in the hole? To where it actually makes it even harder?
The trajectory, the arrows won't go in the boner because the boner is out. The boner is perpendicular to the floor.
But sometimes a boner can be like Maine, sticking up.
You are correct about boners. I'm telling you about the boner in the Custer's
It
video
is
game.
perpendicular to the floor, so it is straight up. Like if he had to make a urine,
It's parallel, I
it would go
believe,
into
as
his
well.
Parallel
nose.
to the floor, perpendicular to his body.
And is it covered by some sort of cotton polyester?
Nothing.
It's just out.
out.
It's just sticking out. So presumably he has a zipper of some sort that's undone, and the boner is
The
sticking
zipper
out.
has already been undone, and the zipper is gone.
There should be a cutscene about that where
You gotta find out how did the boner happen.
Is he wearing shoes?
He's just a flesh man.
Flesh man.
Oh, so he's not wearing any clothes at all.
Nothing but his hat. He's got a hat, so you know he's Custer.
Okay.
The cowboy hat.
Okay.
So he tries to get to the girl and the arrows are coming, and if he avoid all the arrows, this is terrible. Then he gets to have sex with the Native American lady. This is a real video game.
Wow.
That was real.
For the reals, like real.
For real. I'm not
That's
kidding.
I'm sort of remembering it.
Wait a minute. I did not remember it, which means I'm a good person.
Oh, no, but
If you're sort of remembering it, then you are
It's
the
sort of
type
scratching
of person who played this game.
It's scratching some sort of itch of I heard about it and thought it was kind of hot back then.
Okay. It was definitely acceptable because all the 80s comedies were like a little bit of rape was funny.
Yeah, I mean back then
Used
it
to
was
be,
yeah,
yeah.
it's really most things pre 2010 are on the wrong side of history.
Yes, a lot of this.
All art before 2010, 2012.
All of it.
Worthless.
Basquiat is
Michelangelo.
So much terrible
Yeah,
paint.
let's just throw it away. Well, this is great, Ming. Thank you so much for this. What did you call this segment? Do you have a name for it?
80s video game problems.
Okay, great. Well, that's fantastic. It's always wonderful to have you here, and
I feel like you're kicking me out.
No, I'm
Like, I
not.
have
No,
to leave.
please stay. Please, I'm trying to intimate that your segment is over. That's all.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. Hello.
Oh no!
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Is this Charles?
Yeah, it's me, Charles.
Oh my God! You haven't been on the show in.
I know, but here I am interrupting a comedy bang bang.
Oh my gosh.
Classic Charles.
Classic Charles. Hashtag Classic Charles is happening.
Hashtag it, everybody.
Oh my gosh! What have you been up to?
I'm still lost in the building. Can't find my way out. It's been a long time.
Let me introduce some people. This
Sure.
is Flula Borg.
Hi, Flula. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, Joel.
Charles.
Charles.
Charles, like Charles, but with a J.
Okay, hello, Charles. How
I'm okay. Obviously, you can tell I have a condition where
you need to poop but cannot get it
no,
out.
it's not that. I get that a lot, and I don't blame you
sounds-
for thinking it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's true, actually, but not this time. I just have a very small opening to my throat, so it takes a great effort to push words out.
Sometimes I think you have two collapsed lungs, but that's not the case. You have
Nope.
strong, healthy lungs.
Lungs are great.
Great.
Just a very tiny windpipe.
A micro esophagus.
Oh, hello.
This is Ming.
Do you have a micro esophagus?
I don't know. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Is it difficult to fit dicks in there?
I beg your pardon?
Never mind.
Penises, can they enter your mouth? Okay,
I mean, my mouth? Sure.
but down into
Mouth is no problem, but if you're gonna put your penis all the way down my throat,
Like a deep
then
thing.
it gets into a problem.
Does that answer your
Also,
question,
please
Scott?
don't do that, by the way, unless
Okay.
I ask you.
I feel like
This isn't
would
an
kill
80s
him.
movie.
This would kill this man.
It would kill me. I'm sorry, your name is Ming?
Yes, I'm being hi, Charles.
We have Flula, we have Ming, we have Charles.
It's wonderful.
What?
The Three Musketeers.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah,
like
but
it.
I like that because Scott is not included.
Wow.
Well, I'm like D'Artagnan or something.
You're
in
like
this
the
situation.
sheriff of Nottingham. Is that guy?
No,
You're
no.
like a lady who needs help.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like the child catcher. Was he in that story?
Wait. Wait, I'm like the Slender Man? Who am I?
Yeah.
Look,
Well, gotta go.
okay, Charles.
Oh, wow.
So nice to see you.
Nice to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, come back again.
Yeah, I probably will. I can't seem to find my way out of this building.
Yeah, good luck to you.
right,
If you wanted to
Charles.
wait, I could show you out, but
Well, maybe I will because I know I got I got my fencing class.
oh yeah, Charles is a fencing instructor.
I'm a fencing instructor.
Oh, wonderful, Charles. I would love for you to coach me.
Sure.
Great.
Do you know how to use an epee?
I'm sorry?
Do you know how to use an epee?
I'm sorry.
An EpiPen?
No, sure. Do you know how to use an EpiPen?
Just in case one of the swords hits you, you
I'm
need to be.
allergic to swords.
Ah, so. Seems like a poor career move, no?
I just love it too much.
Oh, passion.
It called me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, ding dong. Hello, who is it? Swords.
Your phone goes ding dong?
Yeah, it's a new ringtone. Cupertino sent it.
It makes you feel like every phone call is a visitor, a true visitor, personal coming to your
but
house.
isn't it?
True visitor.
Right?
Well,
All right.
see you later.
Bye,
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Bye, Charles.
Hey, that's rude.
All right. Well, look, we need to take another break. If that's okay. Yeah, that's it. You got it. We need to take another break. When we come back, I want to talk to you both more. We'll have more Comedy Bang Bang after this.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hey everyone, Scott Aukerman here. In case you haven't heard, we're slinging tons of new merch over on podswag.com, your one-stop shop for clothing, accessories, and novelty items from all of your favorite podcasts. We're doing everything from Hainong Man and Technicality No Down Boo Over tees and enamel pins that feature some of your favorite characters like Tracy Reardon, Don DeMello, and Weber. We've also got pint glasses, decals, limited edition posters, basically anything you could ever want. Plus, they're releasing brand new products all the time. Go see for yourself, all available at podswag.com/bangbang. That is podswag.com/bangbang. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. We have Flula Borg of
Hold
Flulanthropy.
on. Wait, I've been
Hey.
waiting out there for so long.
Charles,
Scott.
is that you?
No, this.
Oh,
Scott.
God.
It's me, Willard Willy.
Willy Mapleton.
So many
Hey
interruptions
guys,
today.
I'm sorry. I was just. How long you gonna make me wait out there?
I'm not making you wait. I didn't even know you were here.
I was in the lobby for about 45 minutes or
I
whatever.
don't care. You're
But
not invited to be on the
But-
show.
Hold on. Come in here.
I'm sorry,
Get over
Flula.
here.
Ming, this is.
Sorry. Hi.
I will learn.
Hello, I'm sorry about that outburst earlier, but
It's okay.
I just was waiting for so long and there's nobody offered me a coffee.
Earlier, as in just moments ago, you.
I mean, everything is earlier when
Right.
you really think
That's
about
true.
it.
anything you
That's
ever
true.
apologize for, unless it's something you're planning to do, is earlier.
Unless it's
Minority
like
Report.
premeditated.
Pre-apology, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This should be a post-Fontaine apology.
yes.
Well, hey, Scott, how are you?
You don't care. I don't care. I don't like
care.
you, Willy.
I definitely care. And guess what? I think what you're doing is great.
I don't. I that,
No, I
that
think
has
it's
no
so
effect
cool.
on me.
I
what
think
you
it's
think?
so cool.
Okay, but I
I
feel like
do.
you're only saying that because
Well,
you
I
want
do.
something.
I kind of do want something. I just want to say hello. But
Okay.
I want to hang out, catch up
Willy,
with you and your pals.
This is Flula. This is Ming.
Hi, guys.
Willy is a manager, I guess.
Well, I'm kind of getting more into that, actually.
You,
But
yeah,
I'm
you're
a
kind of just a guy.
Well, I'm a voiceover coach.
Oh,
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys do voiceovers at all? I mean, Flula, do you have any cartoons coming out? Or
Let me tell you this. It
please.
ain't easy. Not everybody can do it.
okay, I was asking him if he
What?
has anything
Okay.
in the pipeline.
I have some pipelines in the thing, but Willy, I'm very excited to hear. What are some of your tips for when you are coaching the voices?
Well, try not to pop your peas.
Okay.
Try to, always check which way the mic's facing. That's a good
It's
one.
ironic because you were just about popping your peas when you just said.
Well,
try not
I'm not in a voiceover session right now. I'm just hanging out.
You're
hanging
on a-
around.
You're
Just-
on a podcast.
I'm on a podcast.
Stop popping.
I'm sorry, but I'm trying. Well, these are bad mics.
These are not bad. These are some of the best mics that. I mean, these
No,
are Sures.
no. Are you
These
sure?
are some of the best mics
No,
in
these
the
are
room.
Sures.
Oh. Well, anyway, I'm here because I have someone I want to introduce you to.
Oh, is it Tiny? Is it Victor? He usually.
No, it's not them, and frankly, I'm not talking to them right now.
Oh no! I
No.
love Tiny and Victor.
Well, tough baloney, you know? I mean, I don't know.
Were you going to say
what tell
titty and edited yourself?
I just want to try to keep it clean.
Yeah.
You can say titty on the show.
I'd say tough titty.
Yeah, or you can talk about titties or whatever you know, in whatever context you want to talk about
That
them.
fucking shit changes everything.
That
Let's
goes for you guys too. If you want to talk
titties.
about titties,
Amazing.
Thank you. We already talked about vagina, so it's refreshing to know I can also
Started from the bottom and moving up.
speak up
yeah,
about
it's
this.
what Drake did.
You did. Now we are here.
Yeah.
I like this.
Maybe that's what he was referring to.
Yeah, he's like
You know?
that song might be about titties.
Yes.
This is a good titty talk. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, usually.
Well, you're not going to pop your peas with this conversation,
Not-
so it's helpful.
No, I'm not. It's
But
pretty
you might.
good. This is probably the best conversation I've ever had in my life.
I believe that actually. But look, Willie, who do you want to introduce us to?
Well, come over here. Sit down.
Hey. Oh, hey there. Nice to meet you.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is Captain. This is Captain Mustache.
Captain I remember you from I think you were on the show very early on.
He's from, let me tell you guys who he is. This is Captain Mustache. He is a legendary comedian.
From Boston,
From
right?
Boston.
Oh, wow.
You know him.
Yeah, I remember.
You're aware of his work.
Calm
Okay,
down.
calm down. All right.
God, yes, from Boston comedian Captain
Let me
Mustache.
tell you who he is.
Please.
All right, and you just sit there, Captain. You be cool. Captain's one of the best comedians that's ever been around the entire world.
Stop with the vocal fry.
I'm
God,
sorry, I'm
for
not.
A, for,
look,
a
I'm
voice,
not, for what?
for a voiceover
Say
coach, you should be able to coach thyself.
But I'm not in the session right now.
You're on a podcast.
Look, vocal fry's kind of my thing. You know.
That's right. I guess I
Anyway.
wouldn't even recognize your voice if you didn't have so much vocal fry.
Okay, so anyway, Captain Mustache is here. He's a Boston legend. He kind of disappeared like 25 years ago or so, but I'm jump starting his career right now.
Like a Netflix documentary, terrible things happen, or just career-wise disappear.
He disappeared and left the business. Isn't it?
So was it
Captain,
like a
you-
leftovers situation where
yes.
he spoiler alert got transported to another dimension?
Thank
All right,
you
let
for
me.
the
Do
spoiler.
you mind if I start? Can I jump in here and talk to you about what happened?
Sure, Captain. It's great to see you. Do you remember me? You were on the show
No, I don't. to
7.5
be honest.
years ago or so?
Yeah, I don't remember you. But it's good to be here all the same. I love your hospitality. Nobody offered me a coffee or anything.
Well,
when
none
I
of
was
us knew you were going to be on the
inside.
show. This was supposed to be a show with,
Oh,
Captain, would you like a sippy here? Maybe a
Oh,
little-
that's good. It looks like you've been working on that one for a while.
Yes, it would be a sloppy if you had, but
Well, I'm good. I'm good.
It would be
Thank
sort
you
of like
very
an
much.
Eskimo drink.
yeah.
Anyway,
Is that,
so
can we say that, by the way? Eskimo drinks? Or is that
Are you
is that a
saying-
Custer's Last Stand situation? where-
Listen, you want to tread very carefully in that world. Trust me.
Are you related to Eskimos?
Willy.
Well, I'm just saying, there's people out there, and you don't want to offend them. You get on the wrong. Listen to me.
Eskimo mob.
You get them mad at you. You're gonna get some.
Okay, Willie.
I'm sorry, what did he say? I
This is
cannot
a-
understand.
You're gonna get in trouble.
Stop, please. Just get it up high in your higher register, please.
You're gonna get in trouble. You get mad at people. You say the wrong thing.
Okay, thank you. Noted. Can we talk
Anyway, here's Captain.
Captain,
and
yeah.
Captain's here.
Do we call you Captain or Mustache?
I just go by Captain all the time, or Cap.
Cappy. How about Cappy?
Yeah, sure. You can call me that if you want it. But
Great.
let me tell you something. This guy dragged me in here
Yeah.
because he wants to stop me doing stand-up comedy again. And I'm telling him, I don't think so. I'm not ready.
You seem like you had a hard time even sitting down. I don't know how you're gonna do stand up.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's true. My
That's a
knees do
patented
hurt
Ming
a little
slam.
More. No, he's right. I have a hard
true.
time. My knees are getting hurt. I have to usually have someone help me up some stairs.
Yeah, well, you're getting along in years.
It's true, he's getting old, but that's exactly why I brought him on here.
Yeah.
Because I want you to produce his comedy special.
Okay, I sort of remember your comedy, Cappy.
Well, I don't really do it no more. I mean,
But
here's
can you
the
thing. Us one of
thing.
your classic jokes?
Oh, please.
Well, here's you ever say, hey, well, you ever say, hey, I'm not having no more French fries. Ever do that? You
I've
know how
said
you
that.
say, I'm not having no more French fries. And then the next morning, you're at the drive-thru, and you're like, give me some of those fries.
Are we
That's good.
still
That's-
mid joke? Are we finished with the joke?
That's the joke, first of all. That's
Okay.
and
That's the end right there.
That's
That's
the great thing about Captain. He hasn't been doing it a lot lately, but he's still got it. As you can tell, I could tell, Scott, your little big corner of your mouth starts smiling just a little
You're
bit.
describing my smile now.
Yeah, you just smile, just a little smirky little smile.
I
could
was
tell.
maybe marveling at the
Well,
structure of the joke.
Well, did the joke always stop there, or did his current condition make him forget the rest of the joke?
Well, that was, I was surprised and scared, and I was not ready to, I'm not prepared to
Do you know
comedy.
the answer? Do you know the answer to the question I gave you, or do you not even know the answer?
First of all, I don't know what we're talking about. So I'm very confused currently.
You just told a potato-based joke.
Yes.
I would categorize that as a potato joke, sure.
Do you have other potato jokes?
I'd put it more in the subsection of French fry humor.
Okay. Do you have other French fry jokes?
Well, there's the one I just did.
Sure,
but
we heard that one.
It's very good.
We are past that.
I got one other one.
That was earlier.
This is, I
Yes.
mean, these are not
You
finished.
can apologize for it if you want to, because it already happened.
That's right.
So what do I do?
So apologize and tell a new joke.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that other joke, folks. Here comes a new one. Get ready. You ever drop French fries in your car?
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait,
He's
is that the
talking-
end of the
that's
joke?
the funny-
No.
Scott, I'm looking at you while he's telling the joke, and your little.
Stop looking
I'm
at me, by the way.
But I'm looking at your little mouth, and it's the corners of the mouth are going
Stop,
upward.
yes.
You're enjoying it.
Why are you looking
Why
at
do you
my
hate?
mouth?
Why do you hate enjoying yourself?
I love comedy. I just Captain Mustache. You
let me
seem a little
tell you-
rusty.
Let me.
Well, I am a little rusty, and I'm not necessarily interested in getting back into comedy just yet. I mean, think about Muhammad Ali, right? Think about him right now. You
He's
think he
passed
wants to?
away.
He's deceased, yes.
Oh, well, okay.
By the way, for a German person to say that, that's a little
I
rude.
cannot say that. Oops.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Sounds
I
harsh
fly
coming from
like a
you.
butterfly. I
I'm
love him.
telling you, you gotta watch out with that stuff. You're gonna get comments. Anyway,
Sorry.
here's the thing. I found a clip of Captain Mustache's pilot.
Pilot. Captain Mustache, you
I
made
did
a pilot?
a pilot like in the early 90s, and this was about when I gave up comedy. The pilot didn't really go the way I wanted it to.
Did you
Right.
give up before you did the pilot, or after you
Or
did
mid?
The pilot? Mid pilot. You tend to do things mid.
I I can't remember. I know that I worked really hard to make a very particular kind of pilot.
Okay.
And I wanted to have comedy.
It was
but
special.
I also wanted to have drama.
Okay. A pilot is like a test show that people make to
Pilot-
see if.
Scott, let me do it. Pilot's like a test show, and you make one, and then if it's real good, then everybody said, "Can make me one more, please." And then that's
And
pretty much
they go after each one. They decide if
after
they're going to
each
continue.
one. It's basically a stay of execution.
Right.
You don't know if you come back to work next day. You know, it's pilots.
Okay, great.
Nice.
So you made a pilot. Well, that's great. Congratulations. It's always great to see you.
Well, here's the thing. I've got a clip. I want you to hear this. This is good stuff.
You brought a clip of the pilot?
Well, there's only the tape is degraded so much that you can't really hear all. But I got like the final scene of the show. Oh, would
I
you
would love
guys
to.
like to hear the final scene of the Captain Mustache show?
Yes,
By the way,
from the early
Captain,
90s.
tell them what the show's called.
Captain of the ship.
Captain of the ship.
Captain,
Okay.
Captain of the ship.
Captain of the ship.
Oh, sure, yeah. 1991 circa. We never got to air the pilot, so here we are
Sure.
in
Where
the
is
show.
it set? Where is the pilot set?
Well, it's a fish out of water story, so here I am from Somerville, Massachusetts, and I make my way all the way to the Midwest, and I'm hanging out with a fella who is an ex-captain of a ship as well, who's dishonorably discharged, who lets me live with him under his rule.
Dishonorably discharged for what reason?
We never worked that out. We figured it out. We're gonna make that work out later
Possibly
on.
sexual harassment.
He could have He could have done something
Okay.
very terrible.
So he
Let's just say he did something terrible.
I like it.
So he did not go, I'm going to go to the big city of New York or Hollywood. He
No.
said, I'm going to the Midwest from Massachusetts. This is
normally
your
normally it would go like I'm going to go to an even bigger place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Although I guess Newhart was sort of a reverse.
That's
yeah,
true.
that was very much. This is a lot of Newhart in it, and settling down in the little city in the middle of America, hanging out, talking to each other, having a good
Yeah,
pilot.
you're describing
I like it.
sitcoms.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So enough of this baloney talking to each other. I want to hear this, don't you?
do we have the technology to even? At what format do you?
So
have
we're
this
just
on?
entering right in the last scene. So
Okay.
that's all we got. It's the only audio we have. So I don't really know.
Okay. All right. Let's hear. This is Captain of the Ship. The
Captain.
last few minutes of failed pilot from 1991.
What on earth are you wearing?
Oh, this old thing?
Why on earth are you dressed up like Godzilla?
Godzilla? I thought he was dressed up like Barney the dinosaur.
Barney the dinosaur. You look a lot more like Godzilla to me. Get those claws away from me.
Well, I thought it was strange when everyone ran away from me at the 7-Eleven earlier today when I was shopping there as Godzilla. I mean, the only reason I dressed like this in the first place was so that we could find Billy.
Well, we gotta find him somehow and give him that news because he's gonna want to hear that news.
That's right. We gotta
Just pause for a second, if you could. Yeah.
So I wanted to just come in and help this story along just a little bit. Cause
Yeah, what is happening?
So far, Captain's dressed up, and I couldn't really see the video because it's so degraded, but he's dressed up like Godzilla, which is hilarious.
But there is some debate about this, if it's Godzilla or
A
not.
humorous debate, certainly.
Very funny.
Well, what
debate.
happened was he put on what he believed was a Barney outfit. Do you remember Barney the dinosaur?
Yes, we all remember Barney the dinosaur.
Anyway, that's why it's so funny, because he put on a Godzilla and everyone's scared, but he's trying to find some kid named Billy. Who's Billy, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go back just a little bit and listen and figure out? This is great. And by the way,
first.
What news do you want to give me?
wait, can you go back a little
Go back.
bit?
Yeah, Sam, do you mind going? Yeah, just taking it
You
back.
look like
to
you have a question on your
That
face.
news, but we gotta find him first.
Okay, they're talking about
What news do
Billy
you
here.
want to give me?
He's there the whole time.
Billy!
Okay, was he
Billy,
hiding behind a
where were you?
plant or something?
It's about-
Wow. First I followed a kitty cat around the neighborhood.
Oh boy.
Then I followed a doggy.
Okay.
Wait, there's more. Then I followed a bird into a tree.
Billy?
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Billy's a child?
well, yeah.
So here's what happened. Billy was a child who could not act. And he had a he
Wait, is
couldn't-
this is his character? He's a child who can't act, or the
No,
actor?
this is what I remember. I don't remember a lot from this, but all I remember was they got this kid, and I said I don't like him, and he can't act, and so they put him in there anyway. They went over my head.
Okay. Was he a
Yeah.
star or something, or?
I never seen him before. I didn't like the way he looked.
Okay. What was
Yeah.
his name? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Okay.
But all I know is, so I said, let's redo his voice.
Okay.
Billy.
So that's my voice.
Oh, so that's you doing the voice of Billy. Oh.
Yeah, and if you see the video, you notice it's a little off.
It's not synced.
It's not synced perfectly because I'm not professional.
Sure. I mean, that's where you could have used Willy.
But it was the timeline didn't work out that way. Timeline is that I just met him recently.
God, I
I'm
hate your
just trying
voice
to
so
tell-
much.
all I'm trying
I
to do is
cannot
trying to
stand you.
explain stuff.
Why do you keep coming back to the show?
Because it's good for you.
I don't. Okay. Is there more? Are we?
Yeah, can you rewind it just a little bit, please?
Okay, stop ordering.
Please
engineer-
and thank you.
Then I
That-
followed a bird into a tree.
This part.
Billy, quit flapping your arms. Billy. The thing we had to tell you is that your mother died. She was killed by a drunk driver.
she's... What? Are you sure?
I identified her body this morning. She's dead. It was horrible.
So, where do I live now?
Billy, I don't know. I don't have the answers, Billy. I'm just a comedian from Boston. I'm not a father, and I'm definitely not your father. Goodbye, Billy. Have a good life. Will you do that for me?
Wow.
Okay, wait.
That's the clip.
That's the end?
That's the end of the episode.
Well, you did not help the child.
Yeah, it seems
you
like-
left the child. You're so
That's-
unlikable person.
He had to give him a message.
No, it seems to me like normally on a pilot is to
No.
set up the situation that we're going to see throughout several episodes, if not 100 episodes. So
Correct.
I'm trying to remember what... I remember we had a big fight about that.
So this show is about a man constantly trying to avoid a child. Like I don't like
almost
try
like
to-
Mr. Wilson in Dennis the Menace or
Yes.
something.
Well, that's
Like
kind
I
of...
don't want to accept responsibility for you this episode either.
We did use Dennis the Menace in the pitch, but here's the thing that you didn't know, is that next week we wouldn't see Billy. I mean, that's the end of Billy. That's
Billy has died.
his story's over.
Does he die drunk driving too?
We never see him again.
Okay, never.
What,
again.
what is the premise of the show? You deliver bad news to people every episode, or
No, what we really wanted to do was ride the line between great comedy, as you heard,
Of course.
and great drama. I mean, it's like a Tennessee Williams play in here. You could feel that.
I guess so, but you know, in something Shakespearean like Julius Caesar in the news lately, they wouldn't make 100 episodes of that because everyone's dead at the end.
Well, maybe that's why I didn't get picked up. But anyway, I thought it was pretty good. Did you hear it?
I loved it, Cappy, very much. This would have done, as you say, bustgangers in Germany.
It was around the time. It was a Fox pilot.
Sure.
And it was around the time of Married with
Married
Children.
with Children,
And I just
yeah.
wanted to deliver a little more heart.
Then Married with Children,
So
yeah.
deliver what?
More heart.
Heart,
He's saying
hearts.
heart. He's saying heart.
Got
Jesus.
it. Sorry, Willard.
I will say this pilot is more acceptable in the 90s because back then drunk driving was only bad if, it didn't work out. It's
That
Right.
ain't
There was
true.
good drunk driving and there was
Yes.
bad drunk driving.
It's like
Yeah.
you can handle it or you can't. And this
In
mother could not handle it.
In Los Angeles, seriously, drunk driving is mandatory, right?
Wait.
No, it's not, Willie.
No.
It's not?
No, are you drunk right now?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I get nervous coming in here.
You shouldn't even come on here.
But you
Don't,
keep
like, if-
forgetting to lock the door.
Let the nerves get in your way next time.
Anyway, the reason I'm here is because
Wait, there's
a
a reason you're here?
well, that's the reason. It's showing you the pilot and basically showing you here we have somebody right next to you that you're looking at that you could pretty much make money off of.
I don't.
So I think here's my plan.
Okay.
You are the producer, and Captain is the talent, and together you make a show.
You want us to remake this show?
Make a new one.
Reboot.
Reboot.
Reboot it.
What was the name of the show? Cappy's ship is Cappy? No.
It's called the Captain of the Ship.
Captain of the ship.
Right, but
Captain
there
of the ship.
is no
Reboot.
ship.
It's like a Grace Under Fire, though, type of situation. Grace wasn't always underneath a
Very
fire.
much.
Correct.
Very much, Scott. You are
Correct.
so right.
And that's very difficult, especially in a one-story building, to get under fire.
That's true. I mean, if it were like that high rise that was on fire recently, if you're down on the first floor,
Then you're under
You're
fire.
underneath it, definitely.
I
yeah.
just had a thought.
Yeah.
Every week, I tell Billy a new family member died at the end of the episode.
Yes.
It's not part of the
Okay.
story. I sit him down. What do you think about that?
I think Billy would be scared to come over after 3 episodes, maybe.
He
but
would,
that's where it gets fun. You make it.
It's
you
like people
dress-
being afraid to be around John McClane on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
You know?
right. He would just keep chasing birds and not come over for news.
He was chasing a lot of birds in that episode.
Yeah, you really got to work on
Well, it's
the
kind
premise.
but it's mostly there.
I would disagree on that. I don't. I think I'm out.
I just think that you're not really giving it a chance.
Willy, once we establish you've been drinking thing, it makes sense because people who are drunk, they try to focus on something, and I just see you laser focus on Scott's mouth.
Wow.
You're just looking only, not his eyes, but just his mouth.
Just on my mouth, and it's frowning right now.
Kind of true, but you've got a beautiful smile. And also you got nice teeth, you know that?
I've never been told that, but thank you.
You know what? Here's the thing I think is weird. Hanging out in this room
Yes.
for the amount of time I've been here, I think Willie and Scott are very much alike. Would you agree?
Yeah, guys.
Very
no.
similar kind of energy.
No.
Very
both
much like the
people.
kind of needy qualities.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think I'm needy. I hate Scott. So
Are you guys not? You're not brothers. You're not brothers.
That's
guys,
what I
no.
thought.
Yeah, come on,
There
please.
are no similarities
There's no
between
similarities
me and
between me and Willie.
Well, look at that. You have similar
what?
thought processes.
Okay, guys.
Just,
Look,
yes, let's just move it along.
yeah, let's
Please.
move it along
Thank
to the
you.
end of the show.
So,
We're just
back-
about out of time.
Totally.
Stop offending the Eskimos, finally.
Okay, look.
Tell me about it.
We just have a few minutes left, and we
Yeah,
have
but
one
doesn't-
final. Come on, Willie.
I told you guys are very much alike.
No,
Well, we're just trying to wrap this show up, Captain.
let me get to it. Okay.
You
We
know
have-
what? Can I just say one more
Yeah,
thing?
Willie. Yeah.
I love how our show has blossomed. over
This
the
is
years.
not our show. You are on so infrequently and not infrequently enough.
Well, I just think it's great either way. Accept a compliment. Accept it.
It's not a compliment.
It's a good
for
compliment.
you to
No,
take
it's a-
ownership
it's a
of my
good-
show. I've been doing almost 500 episodes. You've appeared on maybe a handful.
Well, I will say it feels like you guys have done many hundreds together. It's like from an outsider. It feels
I
very
gotta
natural.
say, I'm kind of with him on that one. You guys are a good pair.
Okay.
Let's just
no-
move it along, please.
Yeah, let's move it along.
Okay, thank you.
We have to get to our final feature on the show. That's a little something called plugs. All right, that was great. That was Zachary Ward with "This title is longer than this plugs theme." Not accurate, I think, but because I said it relatively quickly, I guess I could have slowed down. But thank you, Zachary, for that. All right, what are we plugging? Flula, obviously, Flulanthropy out this week.
Yeah, you may see that. Also, I like to shop at the Trader Joe's on Hyperion.
Hyperion?
So if you would like to watch me purchase yogurt, I will be there from 9 to 9:30 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Do you
Why
ever
not?
ring the bell? Do you get to ring the bell?
Ring the bell?
Do you
Yeah, when
ring
they
it without permission? They have a bell.
have a bell when you say thank you. Is that when they ring
Stop
it,
it.
or
I think they ring it for one is a code to
of
go
like
get
we
carts or
go-
something.
Yeah, restock
Yeah.
the coffee or
go
something.
get something. Yeah.
Also, what if you bought all your yogurt on Mondays and you bought a full week's worth?
Okay, well, don't please short circuit my routine.
I'm sorry, this is something you enjoy.
Enjoy it.
It's like the ladies going to the well when you build the well closer to the village. No, they like to go gossip.
They love the gossiping. I love just the staring at all of the white proteins.
Okay, great.
comfort over practicality.
Yes.
By the way, as a German, you can't really say
Can't really
white
say
proteins.
white.
Caucasian
White
protein.
No,
Honky.
No.
Okay, sorry, dairy products.
Thank you. Thank you. Great.
Okay,
Ming, do you have anything to plug?
Just when I look up we already talked about I look up things on the internet for the video games,
Sure.
and I want to tell everyone I found there were unreleased prototypes for video games for ColecoVision. These are real, and I don't know what the game looked like, but these are ones they did not release. One is called Energy Quiz. Sounds worse than basic math.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
That
don't
sounds
want.
pretty cool to me.
I mean,
You want to be quizzed about energy?
well, Flula already has taught us a little bit about
Yeah.
energy, about the ball traveling.
potential energy converting to kinetic energy. We measure things in joules. This sounds like a fun time.
By the way, as a German, you can't really say
really
joules.
oh, sorry.
Yes. Yes.
That's a bad look.
Say gems.
Gems,
Or maybe something without a J beginning at all.
But it's called a joule.
I know it is,
okay.
but you really should. You should be inventing a new word
Spelled
for it.
different as
Say-
well. Joule.
Maybe
No?
It's like the people who say that word that sounds like the N word, but is all about being kind of miserly. You know, it's like you didn't have to say that. You know what I mean?
just say diamonds and such.
diamonds
yeah.
and such.
Sure.
There you go.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay.
ColecoVision.
And then also there was one, The Fall Guy, which I don't know if he was a Lee Majors
Lee Majors television show.
stuntman
Yeah.
or if he was just a guy who's trying to fall.
So a guy
And
falling
then-
off buildings.
And then it's like, oh no, a pillow. I landed. I'm trying to fall and I can't because a pillow.
That's kind of a grim video game when you think about it. If you don't
Yes.
complete a stunt correctly, you perish.
Right. These are all prototypes that did not make it. So there's probably an inherent problem, just like that pilot that we watched just now. Probably an inherent.
I don't think you need to
That seems
be
flawless to-
shitting on his pilot.
Pilot speaks for itself. It's good.
Well, it speaks for itself only at the end where the audio still works.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it's not speaking for
It
itself.
doesn't speak for itself most of the pilot that because the VHS tape is degraded.
That's
so.
true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, he got you there. He clowned you.
True.
You've been clowned.
That's true.
All right, so
I'm done with the plugs.
you're done with the plugs?
It's
Okay, I
fine,
want
it's
to plug. Hey, I'm going to be out at Comic-Con next week doing a show on Thursday the 22nd at, what is the venue at?
Comic Dome. The Comedy Dome.
Not the Comedy Dome. The Music Box.
Music Box.
Ah, yeah.
Shut up.
You shut up.
I'm going to be at the Music Box.
You shut up.
Maybe tickets are still available. I don't really know at this point, but come and see me at Comic-Con. Also, we'll be doing an Earwolf panel on Friday, so come see. Captain Mustache, do you have anything to plug?
Well, yeah, I'd say what I'd like to plug is, please, if you have the time, please go see Transformers. The Last Night, starring Mark Wahlberg. He grew up not too far away from me. And the great Anthony Hopkins, directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah, you're reading all this off your phone.
Well,
right?
I've got it right here. Josh,
How long is this film, by the way? I don't know a lot of people that have the time to watch this.
this is 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours
And
about...
don't let the critic score deter you from enjoying some Autobots and Decepticons transforming.
How much of the running time is them transforming? If they just cut that out of it, maybe it would be like a 2-hour film, like a normal film.
I believe they do transform rather slowly in this one. They're getting older.
Bumblebee's getting up there.
Makes
The
sense.
movies are getting up there. It's been 20 years of Transformers. They're celebrating it this year.
Yeah, great. So thank you, Captain Mustache.
No.
That's about all the plugs we have time for.
Oh, but I have to. I have to
all right,
do
Willy.
one thing. I have to. This fucking asshole fucking told me to fucking plug this
Stop
bullshit.
the cursing.
Let
You
me
can
finish.
You can say titty, but this much cursing.
It's a lot.
Okay, this titty asshole tittied up my life by making me do this. Anyway, there's this record coming out called Galacticon 2 by Brendon Small, and a comic book called Galacticon also by Brendon Small.
Wait.
Be available at Comic-Con August. It's coming out to stores on August 2nd, and it's coming to Comic-Con.
So wait a minute. It's called Galactic 2 and then Galactic also?
No, it's called Galacticon
Galacticon 2.
2. And then the other
Galacticon
things that-
also.
And then, what the
You said the comic is called Galacticon also.
Okay, now I know. Now I know you. I know you so well. At this point, you are so messing with me.
I'm not clowning you.
Yes, you are.
Is the-
I can see it in your
You
mouth.
do clown
real
people
smirk,
constantly.
smiling.
You are
I can-
constantly
Enough!
clowning.
No,
Smiling.
Flula, not you too, please.
I would love to be clowned. Will you clown me now, please?
Anyway,
You came to the right place because Scott is all he does.
Look, let's
I'm noticing it.
let's close up the old plug bag, okay? Here we go.
Anyway.
Close it up.
Talk about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags.
All right, guys. I got to say, this is not the show that I expected. I thought I was just going to be talking to you, Flula, the entire time. But
Sorry.
Well, no, there were a lot of interruptions, but I did not interrupt. I did not just show up.
I mean,
gave
you sort of
notice.
interrupted. I was in the middle of a point at the beginning of the and you just kind of like jumped in there.
I interrupted a sentence. I did not interrupt the podcast. It's different.
That's true. You were an invited guest, but we had Charles.
yeah. I mean, I would say next time, just watch it.
Watch what? The Captain Mustache show?
No. Just watch watch your step.
Okay, yeah. Well, oh, wait, you're telling us to watch our step?
Watch your step. Try to get the rules right.
He's
try
a mean drunk. He's a
try to
mean
do it.
anger drunk.
All I'm saying is just try to do it right.
Now he's staring at the bottom of your chin only.
Yeah, it's okay.
He can't even keep his eye up to the mouth. now.
Yeah. Flula,
getting sleepy.
good luck with Flulanthropy.
Thank you so much, Scott,
And
yes.
please come back and see us at some point.
Yeah,
And also talk.
Yeah, I will try that. Yeah, thank you.
Don't just sit here watching us.
It's amazing just to see Ming like dancing around when he's not speaking.
Yeah, he's been dancing the entire
Most
time.
people don't know that I like to dance a lot.
Yeah.
But in a podcast, it's a wasted talent.
No one knows.
It's wasted kinetic energy.
I wanted to just shine the light.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
Flula.
of course, Ming.
Thank you, Ming. Good to see you. Get back to your contest.
Thank you. But when you say thank you and then get back, it's like you're saying get out.
I'm giving you permission to get back to what
I don't
life.
need permission from my life from you. Okay?
You're crossing over into Willy territory with me.
If you ever try to give me permission to leave, I will make you regret it. On your tombstone.
Stay here then.
On your tombstone, you will say, I should not have done this to Ming.
People, when they die, don't write their own tombstones about their regrets.
No, you would not write it. I will
You
write
are
it
gonna write my
for
tombstone?
you in what you should have been thinking.
Fuck you. You're never going to write my
I
tombstone.
will write your tombstone if you die. Mark my words. If you die before me, I will write your tombstone, and you will not be able to stop me.
All right. All right.
He will be dead.
Captain Mustache, good to see you. And
thank you.
that's going to be it for us. Willy, please never come back.
All right. See you next time.
No, please. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Tom Ryman,
And I'm Abe Epperson.
and we're hosting a new show called Cracked Movie Club.
Yep, each month we're analyzing 4 films from a single director. And we're starting off with Steven Spielberg.
What we're basically aiming to do with this podcast is to make you, the listener, an expert in each film we talk about. So each month, like Abe said, we're going to be picking a new director, discussing one of their films each episode.
Yeah, it's like a deep dive so you can show off to your friends.
Our first 2 episodes premiere on Thursday, July 13th, where we're going to be talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark and Jurassic Park.
So subscribe now to hear those episodes the day they come out.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.